Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Hunter from Always Hunter. It has been pretty much forever since I've posted anything, but I'm back because I have pretty life-changing, wild news, which you can probably already tell from the title of this video, and it's that I am pregnant. It's so wild. I still can't fathom it when I say it. It blows my mind. But I'm coming to you wearing pretty much the most pregnant outfit I could be wearing. Henry! Lay down. These are my parents' dogs, by the way, but we keep them during the day while they are away at work. Anyway, I'm feeling very Father of the Bride Part 2-esque in my overalls and white and blue striped top, and I'm already like bumping. So I'm actually in the second trimester already, but I'm finally like feeling enough energy and not quite as sick as I was in the first trimester, so I can film some videos and actually update you on all that's happening, which is crazy. But I'm going to show you a little bump really quick. Can you see it? That's so crazy, huh? Wild! So it has been such a wild ride since we found out that we were pregnant, me and my husband Matt, and I still, like, when I say it, I'm like, this is not real. Like, is this really happening? Because it just blows my mind. So to give you a little backstory on how I found out I was pregnant, I actually was at Disney World the week before with some family friends, and I was staying with them, and I was like super congested, and I have really bad allergies, so I'm pretty much always congested, but it was worse, and I felt like I had a cold or something. I had gotten tested for COVID, no COVID. I was like, what the heck? What's wrong with me? And I was just feeling really crummy. So that was like the first, like, that's a weird sign because I never really get sick. The second sign was that we were at Disney and I was feeling extremely emotional, which I'm always kind of emotional at Disney World because it's Disney World, but I was feeling extra emotional this time. And I was with like my two friends that we've pretty much grown up with, so their family, and they have these two little kids. So one is 3 and one is like just turned 1 at this point. And so I was there with them and I was feeling really emotional about the whole thing, but I was also feeling like really overwhelmed because their kids are incredible, but like having 2 kids under the age of 3 is like a lot of work. And so while we were there, I was pretty much like projecting the experience onto myself and being like, oh my god, one day I'm gonna be a mom and I don't know if I can handle this whole like 2-kid thing. Is this like crazy? This is just, you know, a lot. Like it's intense, and maybe I shouldn't be having kids. Do I even want kids? Like I kind of went through this whole kid like breakdown while I was there. And the third thing was that I was really annoyed with my husband, which is funny because I don't ever like get super annoyed with him. I get like, oh my god, you know, you're being ridiculous or whatever, but I never get like, oh, I can't stand him, I don't want to be around him kind of thing. And that's how I felt when I got back, and I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? And then it hit me, and I was like, should I maybe like take a test? Like what should I be doing about this? I thought there was no way in the world that I could be pregnant because, without giving you too much info, we had only had like one oopsies situation. And I was like, I'm always the person that like always does things by the book, and so I was thinking, oh, in the next 2 to 3 years we'll have kids, like no rush. We're just gonna play it super safe. And then we had this one oopsie situation, which was initiated by me, and I was like, that will never happen. I could never get pregnant by just one. Like, it has to take a while, you know? It's like a whole process. And Matt was like, it could happen. And I was like, no way, that could never happen, but I'm just gonna take this test anyway just to prove myself wrong, and it's gonna be fine. And I took the test on February 24th, and holy cow, was it positive. The first one. It like came up with the 2 lines, and I'm actually gonna insert a clip right here. It was taken on my iPhone, so it's like up and down, so you're not gonna get the full spectrum, but at least you can see like my reaction because I pretty much flip out, and I was in complete disbelief. So I took that initial test and I was like, what in the world? And I went and showed Matt, and I actually have a video from it, but like he doesn't have a reaction, so I might insert it here, I might not. Anyway, I went like into his little office room and I was like, dude, look at this. I showed him and he was like, I don't know what I'm looking at. And I was like, there's 2 lines, that means that I'm pregnant. And he was like, no, you're not pregnant. Like that can't happen. No way. Like we didn't even know that I was ovulating at this point. It was wild. I don't have a regular period. Like nothing was making sense. So I was like, I think I'm pregnant. Like that is a positive test. And he was like, no. And so immediately I was like, we gotta go get more tests. And we gotta get the good kind, because that was kind of like a cheap brand. So we run straight over to CVS and I pick up like 2 big boxes of like the clear blue, the For Sure first response, like tell you, that cost like $30 or whatever. And we bought those and we came back home and I was like, okay, I'm taking all these because we're gonna find out. And here is a clip of us like officially finding out that yes, we are for sure pregnant. Okay, we've taken another test. Oh, you don't want to be on the camera?
What? What's that say? Hi. Ooh, my head.
Matt.
What does it say? Oh shit. Alright, that's 2.
Oh my, okay, you ready for the third one? Matt. Matt!
We're pregnant.
No. No.
We're pregnant.
No.
3 for 3.
I need another one. So wild. So when I found out, I think I was like just barely hitting 5 weeks, which is insane. Like just barely hitting 5 weeks. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening here? Because like no one around us knew that we were even going to have kids anytime soon. We didn't know that we were going to have kids anytime soon. So it was just a huge shock. And suddenly I was like, I have to tell my parents. Oh my God, are they gonna be mad at me? Like you go into that like kid mode, even though you're married and like you have a stable job and you're doing totally fine. You like, for me, I instantly went back into that like little kid mode where I was like, I have to tell my mommy and daddy, did I do something wrong? And it was so funny. So that night my dad was actually out of town for work, but my mom was home. And we were supposed to see her anyway. And I looked at Matt and I was like, I cannot even look at my mom and not tell her, because she's my mom and she's gonna know. And he was like, okay, fine, like let's just tell her. And I was like, okay. So we walk over to her house and I give her the test.
What is it? Wait, what? What? Are you serious?
Yes.
Congratulations! Oh my God, I'm gonna be a grandma! Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I'm freaking out.
Yes. Oh, congratulations.
So crazy. She was so excited immediately. She always like was hoping that, oh, well, maybe something will happen where they'll have kids early or something like that, earlier than planned. And so she was super excited. And then I proceeded to lay on her couch and cry for the next 2 hours about how I was very worried that my life was going to be over and that I was not ready and that I couldn't even picture myself as a mom. Remember, I was just coming off of this trip with our really good friends where I was like, being a mom is so intense, like what an intense job, I don't know if I can do it. And so I was like having that whole experience on her couch for like 2 hours, curled up in a ball crying. And it wasn't like, I was excited like immediately because I have always wanted to be a mom. Like there isn't a part of me that didn't expect children in my future. It was just the timing that I was like, this cannot be happening. Like this is crazy. We're not prepared, like we're not ready. And the biggest thing that I've heard from every single person when I told them that I'm pregnant is, you are never ready. So just go for it. And I was like, oh my God, like we are going for it. Like I got super worried, like, are we financially ready? Like all these things just kind of go through your head and you're like, what the heck? And then you get to the point where you're like, but it's also happening and there's nothing that I can do about this. And so, oh my God, let's do this. So I kind of had that like back and forth moment, and I ended up having a really good conversation with my husband where he was like, your life is not over, it's just beginning. There's so many beautiful things that are gonna be happening. You have so much support and love around you. Be calm. And I was like, okay, I can do this. So after that, things just kind of became a whirlwind. What I always thought was like, when you became pregnant, okay, now's the start of like the 9 months for you to mentally prepare and like really just kind of live your life, but figure things out mentally, like how you're going to like have this baby. But for me personally, it was like as soon as I got pregnant, my whole life changed. not only mentally, because I had to really like change my whole shift of what I was planning for and what my goals were and where our life was going, but also physically. It was like I got sick by the 6th week, so really, really quick after finding out. And it was like suddenly my whole life was taken over by being pregnant, which is a beautiful, miraculous thing, but also really scary and really just wild. So we chose to tell a few like really close family members and then some friends right when we found out, so within the first few days, because it was just really crazy for us, and like we wanted the support and the love from the people that we knew, and it was also people that I felt comfortable, like if anything were to happen, okay, you know, I'm totally comfortable telling them, and also like I would tell them no matter what kind of thing. I'm gonna insert some iPhone video clips. Because of the pandemic, we mostly had to tell people over Zoom, which was crazy. So it's mostly my friends. Like I think the first video is gonna be my sister, my grandmother, our friends, and a few other like random family members that I got filmed. So I definitely didn't film everyone. I didn't film my dad because I just didn't want it to be on camera, because I was like so nervous about it, because I was convinced that he was gonna, you know, be mad at me, which is the most ridiculous thing ever. He was excited like immediately, but I just didn't want to film it. I wanted it for us, and he's not really into like social media or really having anything on film or video or photos. So I was like, I'm just gonna have that moment for us. So we had that really special moment, and then we told Matt's parents, which was really fun. I don't know if we filmed that. I'll have to check, but pretty much we pulled up a little onesie and like told his mom and his stepdad, and they both, well, his stepdad was in the middle of vet surgery, so he was kind of like, yay, that's so exciting, gotta go now. And then his mom just started crying, and she was so excited, and it was the sweetest moment ever. So I'm really, really grateful for both of those little experiences. And then a few friends I have just, it was kind of just like natural, like whoever I could get on video, specifically over like FaceTime, was who I got. So that's what I'm gonna insert now so you guys can see. I wanted to show you something.
What? What? I didn't even know you were trying.
We were.
I wasn't. Are you crying?
No, did he come home?
And we just told Dad.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
I took 5 tests yesterday.
That's crazy.
So crazy.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
There it is.
Hi, Grammy.
Oh,
What are you doing?
you're running.
Oh, what?
I'll do.
We have something to show you.
Huh?
We have something to show you.
Boy.
We don't know yet.
Oh, Hunter. Oh, God. Oh, they win.
I think I'm 5 weeks.
You're 5 weeks in. So this is
So late October?
late October. Mama say.
She's right here. So this happened. I took 5 of them. There's so many. There's so many. Look. And they all say yes.
Oh my God.
Hey. Oh, I love your hair.
Thank you. I just got it done.
Oh my gosh. Well, I just did this.
Oh my God! What? Wait, I'm gonna cry. Are you kidding me?
It says it.
Wait! What?
I could not wait for you to get here.
What? Do you see I'm wearing your Panama shirt?
Yeah.
I'm crying. What?
I know. I
Oh
just.
my God! Wait. Okay, hold on. Let me get it together.
Hi.
I was like, is this a mistake?
Are your
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
are your senses tingling?
Oh my god.
Hey!
I'm about to pass out. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
And once that happened, it was pretty much like full on, we're going for it, this is happening, craziness. And I got sick really quickly. I got morning sickness, and I fully started just like mentally preparing myself, and I still didn't feel like it was real until the second trimester. I'm gonna do a whole like first trimester recap so that you can hear about the first ultrasound and how all of that went. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little announcement video and let you know the exciting new update in my life and how much things are going to change in hopefully all the best ways and hard ways. So definitely stay tuned for that recap, and I am really excited to be sharing more about this whole experience on this channel. So if you want to follow along with me, please subscribe and like this video, and thank you so much for watching. I'm mostly filming this because I want to be able to go back and look and really feel like I'm in that moment of, oh my god, that was the young girl who had no idea what was going to happen to her, who was just really excited and really scared, and I got it all on video. Like that's what I really want. And I remember I was like probably 10 weeks, and Matt, my husband, came up to me and he was like, you haven't filmed anything. And I was like, I know, but I'm just so sick, I don't really want to film anything. And he was like, I know you, and you're gonna want to have this on film. Like, this is a big life moment. And so he was like, just start picking up your camera. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just gonna start picking up my camera and see what we film and what we get up to, and it's gonna be wild and crazy, and I'm excited. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you real soon with a new video. Bye.